Hey there guys, welcome back for another Warhammer 40,000 Imperium Magazine review. And this week we are looking at issue 23, which brings us the Canoptek Spider. Now this one I've actually been looking forward to. Not only is it a good model on the tabletop, but it is a very nicely detailed model. Unfortunately, some of the nice details, like all these little scarabs in here, are on the inside of the model. And when you close it together, you lose them all. You can't see them. I don't know why Games Workshop did that. Personally, I think it would have been better to have had a bunch of them climbing over the top, or if they wanted them underneath, then climbing over these bits. But yeah, on the looks of it, we get a couple of different head options, which is pretty cool. And then obviously we get the limbs and everything, and a standard flying base. Although I say standard, it's actually a little bit different. It's a ball top flying base, which allows you, if we can find the part that it fits into, I believe it's that, and it allows you to position it some nice angles. And because of the way that it's rounded, it gives a little bit more surface area for gluing and is less likely to break, unlike the ones that have the little pin on top and slot straight on. So yeah, nice little flying stand for it. So just before we move into the magazine, if you can hear any background noise, I don't know if it's picking it up, I do apologise. I've got my 3D printer running in the background, printing off some objective markers and terrain and stuff for some upcoming project that I have planned, some battle reports for the channel. So if you're into battle reports, then keep your eyes out for those in the next month or so. But yeah, moving on to the magazine. So, Canoptek Spider, the protector of the tomb. These lethal, multi-limbed technological terrors scurry and fly across the battlefield, repairing their Necron masters and unleashing their terrible weaponry upon the living. So, like I said, they've got a couple of different head options. You've got your particle beamers, so a couple of weapons there. The Fabricator Claw Array, I believe, is also a weapon. So, a couple of melee weapons, and then, as you can see, they've got this underneath. Now I'm wondering if this is an optional part. If it is, I may consider leaving mine out or seeing if I can do something with it open so that you can see in there. But yeah, it's a shame that that gets hidden, if it gets hidden. Then obviously we've got a battle record for him for our playthroughs, and Canoptek constructs. So, Canoptek constructs can be found on every Necron world and accompanying most Necron armies to battle. They are artificial slave machines whose entire existence is devoted to serving and protecting their noble masters and their works. So, basically, anything that has the word Canoptek in it is a machine, and as far as I'm aware, is not previously a Necron tier civilian, but everything else is. So Canoptek is machines. And obviously we've got Doomstalkers, which are really cool, War of the Worlds type vibe walkers with a nice great big cannon on the top. And we've got Canoptek Scarab Swarms. Unfortunately we don't get any Doomstalkers in the collection. And then we've got the Canoptek Spiders, the Canoptek Raves. I do believe we actually get 3 of these in the collection, and obviously we've got the spider now. We get a reanimator. I think we get a reanimator in the collection, and obviously we've already had the plasma sight that came with the Scorpec destroyers. Then moving on to forces, we've got Disciples of the Machine God. So obviously the next 20 issues from issue 20 onwards is focusing now on the Adeptus Mechanicus fighting the Necrons, and it's where we're going to get all our AdMech stuff. And so obviously we've got pages now starting to focus on these guys a little bit, and I think I will be doing mine in Mars pattern colours just because I like the reds. I don't have any red in any of my armies, so we'll go with some red AdMech. Alright, then we've got the how to assemble the spider, and just as I thought, it's not optional, we have to have this on, which unfortunately it does suck. So they're saying to build sub-assemblies, this part, the back part, and then build it together. I think for me, from the looks of it, the majority of it could be assembled. Yes, I think I would assemble all of this part and this part and have them 2 sub-assemblies, paint them up, and then put them together. And obviously the painting video for that can be found in the top right corner there. But yeah, it does look pretty neat. Then obviously we've got the how to paint him in the Saracen Dynasty colours, using the paints that they provide for us. Then we've got some more data sheets. Obviously we're now into getting full-size data sheets, giving us all the information that we need for the units. So obviously all this is correct at time of being printed in here. I know that we get FAQs and updates throughout the next few years where they make minor changes, but for newcomers, just stick to using the stats provided to us throughout the collection. And then on the back, tutorial. So I've noticed with this, with a difference between this and Mortal Realms. With Mortal Realms, you would have the data sheet, or whatever it was called for Mortal Realms, and on the back it would show you how to use some of the abilities for that particular model, and then you would have tutorial pages separate later on. With this one, it seems that they're putting the tutorials on the back of the data sheets, which isn't too bad. You know, if you want to use the tutorials, then they're going to be easy to find. They'll be on the back of your data sheets. Then we have the playthrough. So, storm the battery. Necron forces have been teleported to key positions across Cyphos's surface. The Xenos have dispatched a force of Canoptek constructs and Necron warriors to tear down the Imperium's vast gun batteries and cripple their defences. So, obviously, we've not got any terrain for this yet, but we do know that we are getting all the terrain that is on this map. So we'll be getting the pipeworks, the 2 buildings, and the reactor. Now, I'm not sure if they want us to pretend that this stuff exists, or if we are still playing as normal and ignoring printed terrain, which is what it looks like. And our armies for this, which is quite unusual, considering we're moving into AdMech stuff, but obviously we've got the Spider and 10 warriors, and for the Imperium side we've got the Librarian and Phobos armor and 3 aggressors, which I thought we would have been using AdMech, but at the same time we've only got the 10 Scutari at this point, so they'd be a bit outnumbered. So a couple of issues time maybe. But that is the battle report. Again guys, I know I am mentioning this almost every episode now. I am still playing the battle reports, or the playthroughs, and eventually they will become, once the playthroughs stop, at around issue 40, I think it is 45, usually around there, they then become full-on battle reports. So I am filming the playthroughs. If you want to see them, let me know and I can start uploading them again. Obviously, I've got quite a few behind. I may upload them in one bunch if you want to see them like that, or I can just be behind and post them weekly. If not, if you would like to see battle reports, then I can start when the battle reports start. I'll start making battle reports using the magazine. But as I mentioned earlier, I do have a battle report idea in mind. I'm looking to do small combat patrol boxes, so the combat patrol versus a combat patrol, and seeing how they balance out against each other. If you're interested in that, then let me know down in the comments. It's something that I am looking forward to doing, so hopefully I can get some interest from you guys on it. Apart from that, we've got issue 24 next week. Obviously prices up on your screen for the savings for this week, but issue 24 next week we just get a Rakarth flesh and a Nuln oil. We learn about the Tyranids and we play our first mission. There we go. So next week is when we start playing. So first mission. Necron Immortals in week 25, and we get to read about Forge Worlds, and we get the rules and tutorial for Immortals. But that is the end of the video then, guys. If you've enjoyed the video, as always, hit that thumbs up button. If you would like to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. It does help the channel grow. At the time of recording this, we've made just over 400 subscribers now, so thank you to each and every one of you. And those of you that have recently subscribed, welcome to the inner circle. An extra note, I am now doing Twitch streams 3 times a week, so if you want to jump over on my Twitch, I've got a link down in the description. You can go and check that out, where I am painting my Death Guard army currently, but I do things here and there. But aside from that, guys, that's all for now, so take it easy, keep painting those minis.